I have finally done it and purchased myself my very first Apple Watch. I've had a Fitbit up until now as a way of keeping my health and that sort of thing tracked. But as a smartwatch option, it was definitely not an option, so I've finally gone for an Apple Watch. This is going to be my very first time at opening something like this. I've had the phones. And those sort of things. Alright. So, looking at what we've got in here, we've got the phone and we've got the strap. I ended up going for one of the Nike straps, the darker strap. I was originally going to get a midnight strap, but when I actually saw it in person, there were some colour hints in it that really stood out that don't show up that well on the website, so I opted for this just to have a nice dark sport loop. And let's set that aside. Set the packaging aside now. I ordered a midnight in a 45mm size. I've always heard about the wonderful unboxing experience that you get for Apple products, and like I said, the only ones I've ever experienced is the phone. So that comes off nice. And we got quick start guide in a couple of languages and warranty information. I'd seen on some other ones that got no stickers. I don't think I've really ever used the stickers. Now, you do get your charging cable, which the phone gets to sit on, but Apple is opting not to give power bricks because they figure you'll just use your old power brick. This will be my first USB-C product because my current phone is only an 11, which still uses a USB-A cable. So I had to buy a separate power brick, which is fine. Cardboard surrounding that holds it. It's quite nice. It's a bit of thought going into the packaging. It's not like the plastic that you would see around the phones. And wow, that's snug. I was kind of grabbing the cardboard, I think, at the same time. There's my device. They say it weighs 39 grams, which, yeah. And since purchasing this, I've watched a couple of videos just overnight, because I got this yesterday. They're talking about this and the 41, which is the best watch for you. And I went for the 45 for eyesight reasons. I wanted as big a screen as I could get. And in the last video, which I just watched, the person was saying that for a person with a 6-inch wrist, the 41 is probably better. I've got a 6-inch wrist, but it did look good in the store. So let me just sit that down. Let's get the strap out. And same deal. Oh, this one just peels off at one end. Like I said, I've got the Nike watch strap, which apparently gives me some extra watch faces. So it's the packaging is definitely nice. So that's the way that the loop will go. Get my watch. And I noticed when I was in the store, you know you've got it in the right way round when it actually does clip in. Nice little snap there when that actually clicked. It's on. First time startup. And an accidental one of that. Bring Apple Watch close to my phone. Turn my phone on. That's better. I am going to do that. I am setting up for myself. Position the Apple Watch in the frame. I need to update my phone. I have to come back to this. I do have automatic updates on my phone, but I've noticed that it says I've got version 15.7 on here, but it also says upgrade to iOS 16, and I think you need to have 16 for the new Watch 8. So I'm going to have to do this upgrade and then I'll come back. What I might do is set this up manually. So if you go there, English, I'm in Australia, open the Apple Watch app and tap on start to start pairing. Probably tell me the same thing. It's going to see if I press say pair manually whether it'll do it. Yep, that's right. It's got a 6-digit code. Well, looky there, it's pairing. I would have liked to have done it just by using the camera, but if it requires iOS 16, I didn't want to wait that long to get the watch set up. Currently unpairing Apple Watch. I obviously need to see it. Your Apple Watch couldn't pair with your phone. Learn more. Setting up Apple Watch. To set up and use a new Apple Watch, you need an iPhone 8 or later. Got that with iOS 16 or later. There we go. Okay. We'll come back to this. It started doing the update process. It's got to download iOS 16 and install it. So I'm going to go and plug my phone in so nothing happens in the meantime. You can wait there. Okay, we're back. And phone is updated. So for myself. My Apple Watch is paired. Goes on my left wrist. This is my first time going through this. As I said, it's the very first time as owner of an Apple Watch. So we'll see how long this takes. Most people just go and agree on this. I'm going to send mine by email and then I'll regret. agree. Yeah. I think I'll share. Yeah, when you set a passcode, Apple Watch locks when you take it off and requires the passcode to unlock. This helps protect your data. Create a passcode. Like I said, I got this watch to see if I can read it without the need for my glasses. I'll go with the selected to start with, and I'll change it later. Some watch faces notes may be visual location, so on fitness and health apps will do that. And there's the boys in the background. I'll do that later. I'll do that. I like that idea, like that, because this is one of the things that I want to try and cover. My hearing is already getting bad, so I need to keep an eye on that. I'd asked about your medication. Yeah, not taking those. I'm getting older, so fall detection. I've fallen in the yard, and that's the sort of thing that I need to watch out for. So, and I said this is the first time I've ever had an Apple Watch, so this will be a brand new experience for me. They're always on display. I might actually switch that off, since it'll probably be in a work sleeve quite a lot, and just open up by tap. I don't know. I might start with grid view, see what it's like, see if I can get used to that experience before going for an alphabetical view. I may end up going back to the alphabetical view, who knows. I'm getting older. And it looks like it's ready. There's obviously some other things I've seen on other channels where you can go through and set up different things here. There'll be a lot of apps, some that I might not use. Who knows? I do have some workmates who have Apple Watches as well, so we might use, I heard about this walkie-talkie mode. We might use that. I'll start with that. I'll start playing around with some of the settings. All my devices have been added to my account, so iMessage and FaceTime. Now for the fit. I chose this because I figured this would be the easiest sort of watch band to put on. And the black band doesn't look too bad. It can look slightly stylish if you need it to be. And in terms of the watch face on my wrist, I do have a flat but wide wrist, but it's very skinny this way. I can get all the way around it just with my pinky and my thumb if I go with where the watch is. I guess some people might want to have that a little bit further up. I don't think it's not going to hit the table, especially if I keep it snug for all that fitness tracking. But this is my unboxing and setting up. I actually had a few steps that I didn't realise I needed to do, but they're done. I'll do a follow-up, I guess, after using this for a week, see how we're going, see whether having to charge it more often than the Fitbit is going to annoy me, and we'll see how it goes. One thing I've just decided to take note of is I came into my health data. I switched my Fitbit onto my right wrist, so I might be able to compare the data between the two to start with. I came into the health data and like nothing sort of activities in here yet. Not everything has been transferred from Fitbit into here, but it does have some of the flights, climb stuff, your steps. It's highlighting how many steps I've done recently, and I'll have to check out some of these things.